Well, folks, I figured I'd get back on there. Haven't made a video in a while because I honestly just don't think there's any news. I mean, everything I see is just bullshit. It means absolutely nothing. But what I did want to talk about was this. You know, we, as a people, come from a strong, God-fearing lineage. We have the same blood running through our veins as our ancestors did. We're talking about people that got in ships and crossed oceans. They didn't know what the hell was going to happen. But they did it. They put their faith in God and they did it. The foundation and the forming of this country, same thing. Declaration of Independence was sent. Told them we have rights from God. Not from them, from God. Not from any man. That should clear up a lot right there. Then, that same blood that runs through our veins today, our ancestors, they landed on the East Coast, went west. No roads. They didn't know if they were going to come up, walk off a cliff or into a hole or into an ocean. They didn't know what the hell to expect. They didn't know if there's monsters out there or what. They got some rickety old wagon. Couple ox maybe, couple horses pulling. Enough food for not the whole trip. But they survived. Sure. They had obstacles to overcome, and they did. They were rugged. They were individuals that made their own path, made their own life. Didn't ask anything of the government. There what government? I mean, the government was, who the hell were they? I mean, the government didn't make your life, you made it. And that's what they did. And then in the Constitution, you know, they gave you a Bill of Rights, which that's not even, again, those rights are not given to you, say, by man. And they write a few things in there. And then they sum it up with many more. You got not just what they listed here, these bullshit, 10, but a lot more rights than that's ever been written or can be written. You have. And what have we done? We let them play their little hocus pocus bullshit game with us. All their admiralty laws and their statutes, and ordinances, and criminal and misdemeanor, and all kinds of bullshit. Crimes that they call crimes with no face, no victim, nobody to. Victimless shit is what it is.
What's up, creators? Here's this month's Creator Roundup.
I hate this stuff. They like to put all this crap in here, and it's like, I don't even want to hear what they got to say. This is going to be off the subject, but you see these idiots, and I call them idiots, just sheep again. That's why I don't watch many of these people. I don't pay any attention to them because they get on here and YouTube says, put your face on there. People put their face on there and then make an expression. The people make an expression. Then they do this and they do that because, oh, that's going to help your algorithm. That's going to help this. No, you're a fool. They're playing you like a damn puppet, you dumbass. Be a fucking individual. Man, woman, child, doesn't matter. Be an individual. Don't listen to their bullshit. Oh, but it works. So what? They want you to play their little bullshit game? Then go fuck off. You see, that's the attitude we had. We didn't mind standing and listening to their diatribes and their bullshit. And then when they got done, look at them and say, you're full of shit. We didn't mind doing that. Now, oh, you talk for a few minutes. We'll allow you to speak at this meeting. Or if we don't like what you're saying, you have to leave now. Oh, sheriff, escort this individual out. Really? Wow. You're the owner. I get tired of all this bullshit, national, citizen, sovereign, all this and that bullshit. You are the owner. You own this. God gave it to you. He gave you dominion over this, not governments. You, individual, his people, dominion over his creation that he created for you, the Christian. Don't get it mixed up, okay? Don't get the atheist and the non-Christian and everybody mixed up here with the Christian that God created this for. Why do you think King David was a man after God's own heart? What I'm trying to say here is, all these people are going to get up there, they're going to say some bullshit about the 4th of July and all this and that crap. But are they going to tell you the truth? Are they going to tell you that you own this place? You see, China is unsustainable. They can't sustain their own living. They got to bring in food. They got to bring in energy. You got to bring in all this stuff and all the crap to build their products. They got to bring it in. Okay? Well, most of it. But they're not sustainable. They're a waste. See, that's what I'm getting at. They're a waste. They're not even a Christian nation. There are some people that are Christian there, but overall they're not. We all know they're communists. Do we need them? No, we don't. The world doesn't need them. The world would be better off without them as a country. Without them sucking up resources. Think about what I'm saying. I mean, we built all the same stuff and we built it better. We still do. And we can do it better. These people started putting profit before everything. They can't build a vehicle now that's worth a shit. I really don't care what it is. I think, man, I can't think of a new vehicle that's worth a damn. And I'm not talking about foreign. I'm just talking about American. But most of it comes from some foreign supplier anyways. So how much of it's really American? Who designs these pieces of shit? You know, there was a time in this country when the elderly, the parents, the grandparents would get old, and the family would take care of them. Everybody would pitch in and everyone would take care of them until they passed. Hell, now you got kids that won't even return phone calls to parents. They don't want to talk to their parents. And vice versa, I'm sure. You see, that's what it talks about in the latter days. Daughters will be against mothers, and mothers against daughters, and sons against fathers, and fathers against sons, and brothers against brother. I mean, everybody starts turning on everyone. You're seeing it. It's happening. And that rugged individual spirit that God gave you, these people have tried to kill it, and they have done for the most part. It's okay if they act like animals and chase you down and gun you down and do anything they want to do, bust your doors in, everything. It's okay when they do that. It's all right. See? It's okay for them to walk into a school and take a little child and put them in the back of a squad car or whatever they want, or try to put cuffs on them and stuff. If you try doing that stuff, you'd probably have social services at your door. Cops could drag your wife out of a car, slap her around, do whatever they want to her. If you did that, you'd be sitting in jail facing a judge for domestic violence. And if you went to the piece of shit that roughed your wife up, busted his face, oh my God, you'd be in so much trouble. Same thing with your child. Some DCFS or some piece of shit teacher, does something, you walk up to it and just plaster him a good one. You'd be in so much trouble for doing so because, well, you don't do that to your masters. You got to put them back in their place. Kind of like Braveheart. They thought, man, look at this. We got them surrounded. Look at this. Oh, it's gonna be easy. Suddenly these guys showed up, and those guys showed up and surrounded. They're like, oh shit. Didn't work out the way they planned. All I'm saying is, if someone soaps your windows, you bust theirs. You put them back on their heels to let them know, you want to take this further, you're going to like what happens. Now, cool your jets. Act like a grown-up. If you don't want to shake hands, we won't. But knock your shit off. You want to shake hands, go have a beer or something? Great. Man, maybe we'll have some fucking wings together and find out we don't really have any problems. They were all created by these people. They've been doing this a long time. A long time. And they are of their father, Satan. The devil. Devil's been working his craft since the beginning of time. The only thing you have is the same thing the settlers had. The same thing that those people had when they were crossing from the east to the west, when they were crossing oceans. They didn't know what they were running into. They didn't know where they were coming out at. They didn't know if they're coming out at all. But they all hit their knees and prayed to God. And God saw them through. And that's my advice to you. Pray to God. Give it to God. Give it to God's hands. Pharaoh, he thought, man, I got Moses. I got these guys, man. They're going to head into a trap, man. We're going to slaughter them. God says, part the sea, Moses. I'll give you the power to do so. They come up, they're like, holy shit, never seen nothing like this before, but we're going to get them bastards. Their pride took out all reason. Well, they came after Moses, and when the last person, child, whatever, crawled out of that river, yeah. So at the very, very last second of everything in your life, God is there. And He is in the miracle business. He does things that you cannot fathom. You can't fathom. He loves a righteous man. He doesn't like cowards. You understand? He doesn't like cowards. God does not like cowards. Why do you think David was a man after his own heart? And so many others like him. They don't want you to hear this. They don't want you to hear this. But take it to heart. So folks, I could run on and on this, but I won't. You got my drift. You understand. And y'all take care.